Hey man, what's happening? It's your boy Skrilla, man. Shout out to I Said It, the celebrity interviewer. You dig what I'm talking about, man. Sponsored by
Hey love, it's I love, celebrity interviewer. I Said It the show. Sponsored by
I said it is the boy. I support it. I said support it. I support it.
What up? It's Dead Well, music exec, music manager, entrepreneur. Yo, shout out to the celebrity interviewer. I Said It the show.
Hey, what's good, everybody? I am Chicago's own national award-winning spoken word artist, Just Mike the Poet. I'm here to give a shout out to celebrity interviewer I Said It the Poet.
What's happening? It's your boy Cam Jones, man. Shout out to the celebrity interviewer I Said It show.
Yo, it's the originator Jazzo, y'all. Make this real quick, man. Shout out to I Said It Management. Doing it big.
I talk to you, man. Like, over the years, I see you everywhere, at every major event, covering every major thing, always supporting every artist that you encounter. So, definitely don't want this time to pass without saying thank you for always being a support to any and everybody that's coming in and out of Chicago. We definitely appreciate you.
Tune in. I'll be with the celebrity interviewer I Said It the Poet for the I Said It show.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Dean Most Photography giving a big shout out to my main man, celebrity interviewer I Said It the Poet.
What up, it's your boy Dave Tolliver from the legendary Minute Large, and right now you're checking out the celebrity interviewer I Said It the show, baby. Yeah, it's all being brought to you by
My name is celebrity interviewer I Said It, and I approve this message. Subscribe today.
Peace, and blessings. Hey, I definitely want to welcome you all back for another great episode. You know my name, Celebrity Interviewer. I said it, and this the show, and this is where I bring you the best interviews from people that's in the entertainment industry, people that's in media, along with people that's building around a community all around the world. And this beautiful young lady to my right, you know, maybe to my left, whatever side of the road you may be looking on, this young lady is very talented. Let me tell you about who she is. This next interview is with a wonderful violinist, orchestra performer, music composer, and who has studied with the famous Aspen Music Festival and School in Colorado. I'm talking about the one and only Miss Yanit Epstein. Welcome to the show. Peace to you, Queen, and salute to everything you've been doing. I'm very proud of you, and I really enjoyed that video that we just saw.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this unbelievable opportunity. It just means the world to me.
Oh no, definitely, absolutely. It's absolutely my pleasure. You know, I love to celebrate people around the world, people from all walks of life, people that are just working hard and just spreading their spirit, their passion for what they love to do. And you know are very talented at what you do. You know, you're a great violinist, composer, and things of that nature. And we just want to learn more about you, not only myself, but the people that's not familiar with you. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn about who you are, where you came from, and you know maybe some about some of your inspirations and influencers. So if I could start today, I always like to say compliment. You look nice today.
Thank you. You too.
Appreciate you. And you know, how's the day been for you so far?
I'm very blessed. Just hanging out with my amazing son, Abraham, but we call him Aby. So.
Okay, absolutely. That's always fun. Family first.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So I like to just.
I'm sorry.
No, please go ahead.
No, I was just saying that he's, you know, like the number one reason I'm pursuing this hard is because, you know, my son is my life. You know, like he's the love of my life, my sunshine, and I just want to show him through action, not words, that if you never give up, you believe in yourself, the sky's the limit. So he's my inspiration.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Like I say, family, and you know that's why we sometimes work so hard. Like me, I don't have any children, not married, anything like that. But you know, I do this for not only myself, but to be able to eventually help my family in more ways. You know, the ones that I really love, those that went out their way and made sacrifices for me.
That's right. Amen. Amen.
Yes, ma'am. So with that being said, you know, again, people they see your success, they see all the acclimates, the achievements, you know, all the great videos, the followers, things of that nature, but they don't know what you had to do to get here. They don't know the sacrifice that you yourself had to make, not only for your family, but for yourself to reach this plateau that you're on, that we all, you know, view you from at this perspective. You know, so please let me first ask in the beginning, where are you originally from, if I may ask? For those that don't know.
Sure. I was born in Tel Aviv, Israel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. My mom is from Romania, and my dad is from Lithuania and Vilnius. And yeah, so they met in Israel, fell in love. They both went to the same university, and they got married and had me. So that's how I came up with Israel.
Okay, absolutely. What was it like, you know, having parents from different countries growing up?
It gave me such a different perspective on life. You know, just to really appreciate, because they, you know, they didn't have it easy there, you know, when they were growing up. And also being that my mom's parents, my grandparents on my mom's side, they were Holocaust survivors. And, you know, that gives you such a different perspective on life, you know, hearing their stories. And, you know, I used to look at my grandparents and wonder how they survived, you know, this living nightmare. They just taught me how to really appreciate that life is a gift. Every single second, minute of life. You just have to appreciate it, you know? So.
I'm sorry, that's me. That's my fault.
Oh,
I had
sorry.
muted it because I had some background noise, so I muted it. But yeah, you
Yeah.
have been taught some great lessons in life, and I love your humbleness, your gratitude, especially. Gratitude really goes a long way, and you just reminded me again how excited you were for this interview. Even made me more excited. Naturally I'm excited because it's always about my next interview. It
Yeah.
comes natural to me, but you just help pick up my spirits even more. And we all have what we go through on a daily, monthly, et cetera, in our lives outside of the spotlight. And so, you just help me with all the love hearts. And I just want to say thank you and I appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much. It just really means a lot to me. So that when you reached out to me, I was just so honored and humbled, and I just so excited for this interview. So thank you so much.
No, again, thank you. And, shout out to all of the people that support you. They've been showing great support and, liking my page and things of that nature. So that's great. And that
Oh,
just
that's
shows,
wonderful.
yeah, that's testimony of a testament of who you are, and who you are to them, who you are to the world, who you are to the industry that you're in with this entertainment. Now, as a young lady, as a little girl, I'm talking about, this little girl right here.
Yes.
What was your aspirations? Like, how far did you want to go when you picked up that violin, and who put that violin in your hands?
Well, that is a very, very interesting story. So I believe that everything happens for a reason. And, God shows us miracles and blessings every day in little ways, little sprinkles everywhere. So my grandpa, um, on my dad's side, was a concert violinist in Russia. And
Oh,
I was named after him. His name was Yanko, and my name is Yanit.
mm,
So, interestingly enough, it comes with a sad, very, very bittersweet. So,
mm,
my grandpa was riding on tour bus to a concert, and
mm,
his stand partner came on, and she was pregnant at the time. And she asked him to switch seats with him. And he switched seats, and two buses collided on that journey. And my
oh,
grandpa was the only one who passed away on that
oh, I'm so
bus.
sorry.
So I never got a chance to meet my grandpa.
Mm,
And he was only 45 when he passed away.
yeah, so
And
you.
my mom and my dad, especially my dad, growing up, listening to his dad play, he was very heartbroken. So when I was born, my dad and my mom, they just had this feeling, or they just maybe manifested it, but they wanted their child to play the violin. But they didn't tell me about my grandpa yet.
Mm,
So they waited. They wanted it to come from me. So they took me to my first symphony concert when I was around 9 years old, a little after
okay.
9. And I saw the violin and I just fell in love. Something about it just gave me goosebumps and just spoke to me. And I begged them to buy me, or for me to take lessons. So here I go. Like, I never
Mm,
knew my grandpa played the violin. I was
right.
named after him, and he was a violinist. So,
Wow.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I kind of get the impression as if, first, my condolences to what you've been through, your
Thank
family, to your
you.
granddad that you never had the pleasure of meeting,
Yeah.
the very talented man that inspired you from afar. And
Yes.
that's very spiritual. That's a very spiritual story right there. And it seems as though, from my opinion, it's like he was reborn through you, his musical craft. Like it was like that's awesome.
I look like him as well.
Wow, that's even more incredible.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm very blessed. Sometimes when I just on a, like when I'm practicing, you get into your music, and then I just get this over. Like you said, I'm very spiritual. I'm
Right,
very like I feel things on like so much on like a high like if I get excited, I like really get excited.
right,
So when I practice my violin, sometimes if I love a piece so much or just the act of playing, I know it sounds like maybe a little cheesy or something, but I'll take my violin, I'll, look at like up to God, and I'll say, thank you so much, God, for, giving me the ability to play the violin. So yeah, I feel very blessed.
No, I don't think there's nothing cheesy about, anytime you want to honor God and say thank you, show gratitude in the universe, because I believe, that's what's really important. That's one of the steps that people sometimes miss, is just saying thank you sometimes, thank you in your own space, in your own privateness, what I mean, solitude. So, that's because God sees all, God hears all, I really believe he does, the
That's right.
most high. And you're blessed. And I feel like, it continues to be blessed because you continue to say thank you, you know, and
Yeah.
I really love that. I love that story and how you explained it. Now, so you going back, into the back in the day, you learned how to play the violin. So you was like in like band all growing up the whole time, or was you like learning privately?
So my mom and dad found a private teacher for me, to give me private lessons, and her name was Mrs. Salapini.
Okay.
And she was such an inspiration to me. You know, it's so important. Teachers. My mom is, and my dad, they're retired school teachers, and their job is just so important because you can have a child with a talent or like a passion,
Right.
and if you have a teacher that makes them nervous or is too hard on them or doesn't give them that, like my mom and my dad, they're very animated when they teach. So it just, gives the kids such inspiration. And, I'm very blessed to have had Mrs. Salapini because she just was such a wonderful teacher, such a wonderful teacher. So shout out to Mrs. Salapini.
Okay, absolutely. So was this on a weekly basis, monthly
Yes,
basis? Like how often did
weekly.
you practice to become so good?
Thank you. So I practice every single day.
Yeah, that's what they say.
So every single day, like I started, like my teacher told me, don't start too much, maybe like do 20 minutes because she didn't want to like sometimes if you have to do too much, you get worn out or something. But
Right.
I wanted to practice all the time. I just wanted to play and play and play and play and play. So yeah.
That
So
was that was definitely my next question. I was gonna say, how did you not get burnt out or tired of, because as children, we kind of like have a low, even as adults, low attention span,
yeah,
to where we kind of get tired of things, and as a child, you're still learning to what you really like in this world and what you really like and who you are, becoming who you are as a
yeah.
person. So, like, how did you just stick with this all of these years since the age of what, 9?
Since the age of like 9.5. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's incredible. And do you still practice like every day your craft?
At least I take a break one day a week, like the weekend, or
Right.
sometimes two at the most. But I want to hang out with my kid, go like to do different activities. But and also it's important now. I feel like to live life, and if when you have experiences in life, it totally affects your music and gives you a different perspective and gives you this like sometimes uplifting inspirational moments, or sometimes if something sad happens, it affects my playing, and just makes me just like I always say my violin is my voice. So I totally wear my heart on my sleeve, and you can tell how I'm feeling by how I'm playing. So.
Right. Okay. I mean, with that being said, like me, I'm a performer myself. I'm a spoken word artist. So,
Yes.
and even after my interviews, whether I'm performing on stage or I'm doing an interview, like I feel exhausted afterwards. How do you
Yes.
maintain your energy after playing and giving your passion and sharing your soul in your music? Like, how do you maintain that energy? Because it wears me out personally.
I do get, mentally tired and emotionally tired sometimes. But to tell you the truth, it's all the people who support me, who show me love and kindness. I just am so grateful for them. They just keep me going. And like many times I say, which is from the bottom of my heart, that every stroke of my bow and every note that I play, that everybody's a part of it, because they just fuel me and just give such different colors to my music, because they make me feel, like as artists, I'm sure you go through this as well. That we're very vulnerable when we share our craft, and sometimes it's scary. Sometimes we question ourselves. Was that good? Did I get my point across? And sometimes I think that I'm too hard on myself. But when I hear these comments, these messages, like one time, this gentleman, an amazing person, soul, he shared with me that that his wife passed away, and my music. So sorry, I just get very affected by it. But he shared with me that my music helps him through it. I mean, wow, so that just means so much to me. Every comment, every message just means the world to me. So that's what fuels me, keeps me going. And of course my son.
Yeah, absolutely. And the beautiful young son that you keep speaking about. Let's take a look at him real quick for the world to see. That's a nice portrait of him.
Pardon?
That's nice photography. That's a good portrait of him.
Yeah. That's my
I love
baby.
it. Yeah, shout out to your son.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you teach him the violin as well? Is he
Yes.
interested? Is he instrumental?
Yes. And he writes music, and he has an amazing voice.
Wow,
And
singer too, huh?
yeah, he has a natural, like, operatic voice, like operatic vibrato,
Yeah.
and he writes raps.
Oh, okay.
Amazing. Like, he is amazing. So very
Okay,
proud
he
of
has
him.
good rhythm already.
Yeah, sure does.
Definitely. Now, when it comes to your music, how do you feel like that has influenced and helped prepare you in other departments in your life by being so diligent when it comes to, practicing the violin and becoming as well as you have? How has that helped you in other places in your life?
Oh, it teaches you such, like you said, discipline, hard work. It makes you organized. Your thought processes are. I believe it helps. Brain stimulation. It helps me in all facets of my life. So sometimes I'll just walk around and, like, if I'm doing some chores around the house, or if I'm doing an errand, I just, like, I'll hear different melodies in my mind. Like a pattern of a leaf falling, or if I'm doing dishes, like I hear the droplets of the water and I hear different patterns. So, like, it affects my life in every way. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Do you ever get the despite like you say you do practice 6 out of 7 days a week, Do you ever get the urge of when you're doing something outside of practice, like, man, I need to pick up my violin. Like, I would love to
Yes.
just play right now.
Yes. All the time. Like, I'll hear a melody in my head and I'm like, I have to try that out. So, yeah.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, you've been I don't want to jack up this person's name, the two gentlemen. So I'm just gonna let you say it. But what I had put on the flyer in reference to, the famous prodigy that you learned from, who was famous for learning from a master Russian violinist.
Yes.
Who are these gentlemen and who are they to this industry and to the culture of orchestra music?
Well, it's just, how do I even be? So I have a good story with it too.
Okay.
So first, Jascha Heifetz, he's known as the master of violins. I mean, people know him as like the greatest violinist on earth, amazing, like there are no words. I mean, so he was one of my biggest inspirations. And when I was little, when I was practicing, playing my violin, my mom, still to this day, she likes going to flea markets, and she found this vinyl record of Jascha Heifetz and Erick Friedman playing the Bach double for two violins. And I listened to it, and I said to my mom and my dad, I want to have either Jascha Heifetz or Erick Friedman, who was his prodigy, as my teacher. One of them. That's my, that's what I want more than anything for my violin. So fast forward, when I was 19, I got the honor of auditioning for Erick Friedman.
Wow. Look at life.
It was just, pardon?
I say, look at life.
Yeah, look at life. You see, that's why I believe in totally the law of attraction, and kindness, and what energy you put out, God feels, he feels, he sees all, and,
right.
I speak a lot about the kindness train. So if you're, when I'm going around about my day, if I see somebody, I always, hi, how are you? And if I see somebody maybe looking sad, I'll give them a compliment, when that happens, it starts this train of kindness. If you make them feel good about themselves, they're like, wow, I feel better. And they want to help somebody else, and they want to be kind to somebody else, So, sorry, I went off on a tangent.
So, no, please.
So, Erick Friedman, I was so nervous when I got a chance to audition for him, because before I even played one note, he says to me that I can tell from the first couple notes if the violin will be a hobby or if you can take it seriously as a profession and a soloist. And he says, do you want me to tell you the truth? And my heart was racing. I didn't even play one note. And he's, the greatest, one of the greatest violinists in the world.
Yeah.
Said he'll tell me if I can be a soloist or not, which is my whole life, So I said, yeah, I want to know. So I played. I might have played for just 1 minute. He stopped me and he's like, you got something. And I almost fainted. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
So he said, I want to teach you, but you have to learn from the beginning. I want to teach you everything about Jascha Heifetz, all his techniques, all the old Russian style. So if you are willing and want to learn from the beginning, the techniques of the old Russian schooling, then I would love to teach you. And I said, yeah. And so he taught me such incredible things that I'll be forever grateful to him. He's no longer with us, unfortunately. He passed away from, he had cancer, and then it went to his brain, and I still can't believe that he's not with us anymore. But I feel him every day with every note that I play. So I know he's with me. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sorry to hear that. May he continue to rise in power, rest in peace. My
Yes.
condolences to you. How long did you have a pleasure of learning from him and being a student of him?
I would say a good 5-6 years.
Oh wow, you learned a
Yeah,
lot.
a lot, a lot.
Wow.
So, and I mean, he taught me such things that, look so simple, but like before I started, studying with him, he said to me, playing the violin is actually easy if you know the right technique. So, and I'm looking, what? And he would show me little things that make a huge difference.
Right.
And yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. So I'm forever, forever, forever grateful to him. Thank you, Mr. Friedman. But, yeah.
Absolutely. I love all of that. And so, what we do is on this show also we take a break at halftime and to give you the guests an opportunity to also go and get some water. We shout out our sponsors and things of that nature. But before we take this quick break, let me ask you, what is one technique that you can share with ambitious violinists around the world in reference to helping them become great like you? What's one technique that they can change or
Okay.
adjust?
So vibrato on a stringed instrument. So what my teacher taught me is that, when we're playing, we want, things get so complicated, with our fingers. And when we vibrate, we don't want, so much going on to interfere with our technique. So just a little adjustment. So where the vibrato comes from that he taught me is actually not from the hands or from the arm, it's from the bicep. So if you tighten your bicep a tiny bit, your fingers start to wiggle like this. And if you're on the right intonation, and you do the wiggle, he didn't even call it vibrato, he called it the wiggle. The instrument just vibrates and goes crazy and just sings. So that's just a little trick.
Okay, appreciate that. Appreciate it. I'm sure all of those young violinists, older violinists really appreciate that, because that's something that they may have never knew, and so that's great. So, like, real quick, we're gonna be right back to everyone that's watching right now. We're gonna be right back with Yanit, and gonna learn a lot more about her, hear a little bit more of her music, before she also collabs with other composers out there from different genres, which is really dope. And so, yeah, so just stay tuned, and again, don't go nowhere. And if you're watching this video, please share this video. It's very important. This is another educational lesson in the world of violinists and instruments. So we're going to be right back. Appreciate you all.
And these are my official sponsors. Shout out to business owner Dolores Green on Facebook, and please go visit her at Hair hairbossbiz.com. You can contact her directly at hairbossbiz@gmail.com. Also, shout out to CEO of MIA Entertainment Group, film, TV, and producer, the legendary Mimi Acosta. Shout out to business owner and podcast host Sophia Latrice. She has a spa in Plainfield, Illinois, and visit her website at lenisialex.com. Shout out to CEO and radio personality Cantone. You can visit his website at streetscienceradio.com. Shout out to author and animation commercial creator Linda Gregory. You can visit her website at lilyb.com. Shout out to business owner, the elite reader and licensed phlebotomist Cherie Patterson. Call her directly at 469-340-6489. And shout out to author with both her audiobook and hard copy novel Through the Eyes of Nitsi, Denise Donnerson. Order her book today on Amazon. The celebrity interviewer, I said it, and I approve this message.
Niggas shooting with no eyesight, killing women with children. Where's your heart? Why are you human? Sirens ringing in my ear. I don't know what the hell to feel. Can't find peace when my world is
Definitely want to welcome you all back. And we're here with the famous violinist and composer, Miss Yanit Epstein. Welcome back, Queen. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm so happy to be here. Just it feels so surreal, just hearing you speak. Just like I get very emotional.
Absolutely. I'm just really enjoying, this opportunity and enjoying, listening to your music and just really embrace it and just, sit back and just listen to your technique. You have a beautiful technique. You look so calm when you're playing that instrument, which, delivers and puts out such a frequency in this world into our ears. So it's just awesome. Now, would there be any other instrument over the violin that you would play or do you enjoy playing?
Um, my violin is my heart, but I've always wanted to. I studied a little bit the piano, but I've always wanted to do either the piano or the cello. So, but
Okay.
I haven't. So, but you never know. It's never too late. I always believe.
That's right. You're still very young. There's plenty of time you have left.
Yes.
And that's the great thing about being a musician. Like, you're never too old to play. Like, you're
Right.
never, like, some genres of music, like his rap, quote unquote, like people are not trying to hear you after a while. Like, they lose respect, unfortunately. Um,
Wow.
but like, with musicians and stuff, it's like in poetry, it's forever.
Yeah,
You
forever.
can be whatever age and people still gonna appreciate what you're speaking about, what you're doing. And
Right.
again, just the process. So now what we just saw was the last video you were collaborating with another person who's a pianist. So how did that happen and what was your inspiration behind deciding like one day I'm gonna just start reaching out to people? Are they reaching out to you? How is this coming about? What is the process of you collaborating with other artists through your Instagram page?
So I'm going to give a shout out to one of my amazing supporters. I consider her a sister to me. I've never met her in person, but she has a lot to do with the different collaborations in the beginning. Her name is Maria,
Okay.
and she is an author in Spain. And she started, writing these such beautiful comments on my posts, and then she reached out to me and we started chatting, messaging each other. And she said to me, I have an idea. I know a lot of musicians through social media. What do you say, I make up a list and I will give them a heads up and reach out to them and make some music together. And
Wow.
I was so excited. So that was the beginning of the collaborations. And till this day, she has such a special place in my heart that she saw something in me to help me that way. So I really appreciate it more like than words can say. So that's how the collaboration started.
Okay, well shout out to Maria. And how long ago was this when she first reached out to you and came up with this idea?
So I started posting my music right when the pandemic started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Perfect
that's
timing.
when she started reaching out to me. Yeah.
Okay. So now, again, I've been on your page and I've really enjoyed listening to your music, music
Thank
that
you.
you have, renditions, reinventions that, you do of other people's music, along with, just, collaborations that you have with other people. Now,
Yeah.
I see you do not discriminate at all. Like, there's so many different genres of music, whether it's rap artists, which is, I saw one of your latest ones. And then, you really collaborate with everybody and anybody. What
Yes.
is the passion or inspiration behind that?
I truly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that music is the universal language that brings us all together. It doesn't matter where you're from, how what religion you are, it just brings us all together, and it just builds bridges of acceptance. And that's what we need, you know. We just need a lot of that nowadays, especially. So sad what we see sometimes. You know, I try not to watch the news because it just affects me a lot. But, you know, I think we all should come together and help each other out and support each other no matter what. And just, I think, truly believe that music does that for us. So that's why I love all music.
Okay, absolutely. I don't know what that sound. Can you hear that sound?
Yeah, I'm getting people on my on my Instagram.
Oh,
Oops,
okay.
sorry, I'm back.
No,
Oh
no
my
problem.
goodness. How do I get rid of that? I don't know.
Well, is there any way you can mute your phone where it's muting it, but um, it's not gonna disable the sound of me hearing you. That's just for your noises in the background.
Oh, okay. I did it. Thank you.
Okay. All right, great, no problem. Yeah, it sounds like a wild duck on this end.
Yeah. Quack, quack,
Right.
quack.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah, so again, that's really great, and I'm just, again, proud of you for
Thank
having the
you.
heart and to reach out to people, because anytime you reach out to anyone, that's a humble gesture. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. There is
And
this.
so do you
I'm
no,
sorry.
please, I'm sorry.
No,
No,
no, no.
please,
I'm
I'm sorry.
sorry.
Go ahead.
So I just wanted to say, like, last year now, towards the end of last year, I got an amazing opportunity by reaching out to him. So I noticed that this amazing legend, MC Globe from
Mm,
Soul Sonic Force, started commenting on my music. I was blown away. And like I always have loved hip hop music.
okay.
And it just speaks to me, you know. And so I said to him, I messaged him, first of all, thank you so much. You know, I'm so grateful and honored that, you know, you love my music. I said, would you consider doing a collaboration with me? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. So
Nice.
he had this song played for them, Mr. DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I have a song now on, streaming on the different platforms. It's called Played for Them. It's a rendition of Played for Them, Mr. DJ. And where I composed my, violin on top of his music. So it
Oh,
was,
that's lovely. That's lovely.
so I was so honored. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, where you're at the point where you're so great. Again, not many people,
Wow.
despite it may be a surprise to you, like you say, you'd be excited when people like that, DJ Glow, um, decides in agreement to make a song with you or collaborate. But again, you're at a point of your career that, it's like it would be asinine to say no to you, to do something with you, because you're already, you're really up there. You're very famous at what you do, well respected, and you just continue to just, becoming worldwide eventually, God willing. So, I just I love your heart, your spirit, and everything about you. You know,
Thank you
um
so much.
I just really appreciate people from all walks of life that are just humble, because we can be any type of way, with our emotions. We control our emotions when we wake up, when we go to sleep throughout the day, and people sometimes can be evil to each other. And sometimes this world and media will even promote evilness for different
Yeah.
um demographics of areas, and trying to claim that this set of people or whatever is this type of way. But what is it in you that just makes you who you are, when it comes to just having that beautiful heart that you have? How do you feel about, like, what it like, just kind of tell about, like, what you like about people? I don't know.
Yeah.
If you
Um,
understand what I'm saying.
yeah. my mom always told me that even when I was little, I had like an old soul. And I just, I feel for people on such a big level. There goes the duck again. I don't know. I silenced it, but it's making that noise. Yeah. So, like, if I see somebody crying, or if I see somebody in pain, or like, I feel it like so much. If I see like a rainbow or something beautiful, I get so excited. Like.
Right.
I think sometimes when we grow up, we lose that childlike wonder that we had, when we were children, that amazement of little miracles that happen every day. And I think it's sad because, life is full of miracles and wonderment. And I just believe the best in people, even I've gotten, obviously, like, I think everybody has gotten hurt, but even how many times I've gotten hurt by people, I just, I haven't lost my heart, for people. I don't know why, but I just believe the best in people. And, sometimes when people are not nice to you, like, most often, like, I think 99% of the time, it's not about you. It's about something they've gone through and they don't know how to show it, so they get frustrated and they take it out on people, but
Right.
it has nothing to do with you, So I just remember that we all go through hard times. Believe me, I've gone through hard times, and that's why, I just feel for people, and that's why life is just a celebration, and just enjoy every day. Like I said, every day, every minute, every second of life, it's just, God gave us this life. It would be such a sin for us not to, enjoy it to its fullest. If any of that made sense. But that's how I feel.
No, I appreciate how you feel, and I appreciate even more the way that you explain it, the words that you use to describe it. Because I think, in a nutshell, that's angelic energy. That's like angel energy. That that when you express yourself like that, when um you act that way, when you being the way that you are. When you see someone down, upset, sad, you try to pick them up and lift them up with your spirit, despite you may not be having the best day, but it's like you
Right.
care more about those than even yourself sometimes, and that's
100%.
putting the world before yourself. Of course, always got to put yourself and your family first.
Right.
But I'm saying outside of that, like, that's so beautiful that you do that. And, that's why, again, I try to move like that. It's not easy, but it's a daily challenge, but it's become very natural. And again, I compliment you again for that, because that's really extraordinary and very rare.
I feel that in you. From the first moment we were introduced to each other, I could tell that you have a golden soul, and you just love people as well. So
Yeah, no, I really do, and I really appreciate you, acknowledging that in me, because again, that's just all about people from all walks of life. At the end of the day, before we're a pigment of our skin, we're still people.
that's
We're
right.
all human beings. We're all, or whatever it is you believe, whether you believe you're an alien or whatever, but we're all we're all on this earth together. Whatever we are, we're on this earth together. And before we become, our skin becomes a pigment. After we
Right.
come out, before we're delivered and birthed on this
Right.
earth, like, we are who we are. We start off as little spermanites.
That's right.
We were all in there. We
Right.
were all in there together.
Right.
So it's that real, and that's just how I approach things, how I look at things, and I just love it. And yeah, I just really appreciate, you being able to tell your story today, you being able to just, give us more insight. Now, one of my last questions I want to ask today, and I really want to say I appreciate your time today, is that, when it comes to just, young ladies around the world, whatever skin tone they are, what would be some words of wisdom that you can share with them as a lady, you know, as a woman? You know, I really care about women on my platform. I'm very fond of you all. And so what advice would you give to a young lady that's just ambitious or just trying to find her way, whether she's a musician or not?
It's like this, like the video that you just showed that I played, True Colors, right, by Cindy
Right.
Lauper. You know, through media and through all these, you know, short videos and YouTube channels and Instagram, and you know, it's almost as if people are competing with each other. You know, who's the prettiest, who's the smartest, who's most perfect, and just never forget who you are. Never forget what you love. Just be yourself, because everybody is born special. We're all, you know, God's children, you know, and we're special. God gave us, every single one of us, we're here for a reason. Every single one of us has something special. And just celebrate that. And, you know, never forget that, you know, and celebrate who you are, you know, and just love yourself and really, really believe in yourself. You know, even might sound silly, look in the mirror and say, you know, I believe in you. I love you. Because, you know, before you love anybody else, it's so important to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, why would anybody, you know, like how's anybody else supposed to love you if you don't have love for yourself, you know? So that's, I think, very, very important to women, and everybody, is just, you know, to have that love for themselves. That's one important thing that I tell my son every day, you know, love yourself, believe in yourself, never give up. You know, if you start something, you know, and you've never done it before, you know, tell yourself, I'm going to try my hardest. I got this. And, you know, like I always tell him, you control your brain. You know, if you are scared to do something and say, oh, I can't do it, then you might as well not do it, because, you know, you're telling your brain, you're telling yourself, I can't do it, you know?
Right.
Always believe in yourself. If you tell yourself, I got this, I'm going to try my hardest, and I'm just not going to give up, and I got this, then it comes out so much with more ease and so much more, you know, like joyous to do it. And that's the most important thing, I think, for everybody, is just to believe in themselves, love themselves, you know? So.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. And that's a beautiful message. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you.
Now, when it comes to manifestation, um, how do you believe that you manifested yourself to the point that you are in your life? And what techniques do you believe that you like? What techniques do you use personally? I know they're all similar at the end of the day. You know, you got to think it, you got to write it, you know, et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera. But, you know, what is it that you think that maybe you did special in your life to be able to reach this level of success, to manifest all of this?
First and foremost, gratitude. You know, I say every night before I go to bed, and every day when I wake up, I don't know if it's called meditation, but I sit in my room or outside, or, you know, by a tree near my house, and I just close my eyes and I just thank God and thank, you know, for everything that he's given me and all the blessings. And, you know, even if it's for the smallest thing, you know, we can always find something to be grateful for. And that, I believe that has carried me through my hardest times and my happiest times. So.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. I definitely would be in agreement with that, 100%. It goes a long way. Now, real quick before we get out of here, I just want to again thank you for your time today. I want to
Thank
wish you
you.
the best. I want to wish you, you know, the greatest weekend. I want
Thank
that God, and I wish for God and pray that He continues to watch over your life, protect you and your son, and all those that you love in your life, because that's so important to protect, you know, the angelic people out here. You know, and
you.
you're very, very special. You know, don't let
You
anyone
are.
ever tell you different. And I just want to let you know that, I really care about you, um, from a professional and person to person level.
Yeah.
You're very impressive. Your spirit, your heart, it goes a long way. Sometimes people want to acknowledge us for what they see in us, but I wanted to today remind you of what I see in you. And you're a very incredible, special person. And I want to say thank you to Cherie, the
Oh, I
vegan
love
queen,
her.
and Quick Quicks, because that's the platform that I had saw you on, because I
Yeah.
saw you getting interviewed, and just checking out some of your interview. That's when I began to learn about who you were. So
Yeah.
shout out to my friend Cherie, the vegan queen. But yeah, you were just really awesome, and I just want to wish you the best, and may you continue to even get even better at playing the violin and improve, and may you somehow, someday, one day, take the time to learn the cello
Yes.
and the piano.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
I'm glad you brought up Cherie, the vegan queen. She is so special. I love that woman. Like, I've never met her in person, but I feel like I've known her my whole life. She is just an incredible soul. So yes, huge shout out to her. I just love her so much. And Twix. They both have the wind down every
Right.
Monday. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. I love them so much. So yes, big shout
Yeah.
out to them.
Good peoples. Good peoples.
Yes, yes. And they
Yeah.
led me to
So
you. And
yeah,
now I
yeah.
get another amazing person in my life.
Oh
Amazing
yeah.
soul. So
I'm here to stay. I'm not going nowhere. Um, so real quick before we leave, what's the best way for people to reach out to you, support your platform? If you have any merchandise, if you have any projects upcoming or older that you would like for people to be able to participate and support, buy, purchase, whatever the case may be, what's the best way to contact you? What's the best way to support Yanit?
Thank you. So my IG handle is YANNIKA1877. I just want to tell everybody I'm really excited. I'm going to be starting something very soon because, like I said before, everybody is born with something special. And I just wanted to thank all the people who support, so many support and kindness and love. I wanted to do a live every week and call it Spotlight on You. And I wanted
Okay.
to interview or like talk to people and give them the spotlight, and let them say something about themselves. And they'll get a T-shirt also as well. But I'm really excited about that. If you're on Facebook, you can find me at YANIT. That's my first name and my last name initial E. And on TikTok, you can find me at YANNIKA1877777. So yeah.
Okay. I like them 777s.
777.
Right. Okay, well, definitely, really appreciate that. Again, I really enjoyed your time today, your spirit, your energy, your enthusiasm, your love, so again, salute to you. I really appreciate everything that you're doing. And may you have a beautiful weekend and enjoy the time with your son and, and with your instrument, your favorite instrument, the
Yes.
violin.
Thank you so much. And may I say that I wish you all the very, very, very best life has to offer. So many blessings and miracles are going to come your way.
Absolutely. I received that. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And last but not least, I just want you to know if anybody asks, just remember, I said it.
That's right. I said it. You
That's
did.
right. All right. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe.
You
Blessings to
too.
you.
Blessings to you and your whole family.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Peace.
Peace.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you again for everyone that was able to tune in live today as we celebrated Miss Yanit Epstein, who was a beautiful violinist, just a beautiful spirit, very angelic young lady she is. And I just want to continue to wish her the best. And I encourage everyone, highly encourage you all to support her platform and everything that she's doing. And at this time, we're gonna, show some love to some of the things that's upcoming that you should know that's coming on my platform until you see the next interview. So again, this is the show where I'm glad to be in. Man, finally we come into season 3 of Words of Silk Poetry TV show. And of course, that's presented by myself and Landmark International Broadcasting Network, season 3. And it's going to be hosted now in the 3rd season by the famous, extraordinary man, just daring, award-winning Brother O and the one and only Analog Soul Sighting. So make sure you all support them. And that's going to be every second Wednesday. Not every second Wednesday, I'm sorry. 2 times a month, every other Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. CST time. Then also, if you're not aware, if you're in the Bloomington area, Chicagoland area, or anywhere abroad, anywhere around the world, you want to step out, you want to pull up, you want to come out and support my event, you are more than welcome. It's a free entry. It's October the 14th, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. We have some great artists, and it's all going to be headlined by Chocolate, who's a really beautiful, multi-talented singer. And we're just going to be really celebrating, life and celebrating the music as we have a musician and we have 2 other singers. So it's going to be really love. And of course, it's hosted by my famous friend, award-winning pageant model and host of From Her Point of View talk show that comes on every second and fourth Tuesday of every month. That's Deasia Marie. And shout out to Lily the Goddess. Also, this is the show that that we do once a month, and that's the last Thursday of every month. So if you want to catch the square table, where come get back in your square, only at the square table, hosted by myself, I Said It, and the legendary, fabulous, beautiful, legendary Mimi Acosta, representing the ATL. And this is where we bring celebrities together from around the industry, people that have their own business, whether they in entertainment, media, does community actions, whatever the case may be. We speak about topics that everyone can relate to, whether they're more serious topics, sensitive topics, or this particular topic that's going to be speaking about next episode. So shout out to Felice, shout out to Roger, and shout out to Crystal. These are our celebrity friends for our next episode. I encourage you all to watch it. And of course, it's going to be streaming here through my YouTube channel, I Said It Management. Make sure you subscribe. And of course, this was our last issue of I Said It Management Global Networking Magazine. I was very privileged to be able to feature the famous Malika Tori on the front cover. And she's the founder and CEO of Tori Girl Media Entertainment. Make sure you all support her. She's out the ATL and she's doing really big things. And she's a legend herself. And our next issue will be coming out 11/11. And that will be the last issue of the year. So if you want to be inside that publication, man, just hit me up. You can email me all the time at isaidit.mc@gmail.com. Yes. And we're looking for models all the time, right? If you are a model anywhere in the world, we're looking for international models, professional models, published models. Seeking free exposure, you will be able to receive your own full page and you'll be able to publish your bio. So all you have to do is email us at modelslikeus2@yahoo.com. And of course, it's featured our first cover feature. Man, I'm so privileged and grateful to even say that Miss Laura Jalla, who's a supermodel, French international published model who resides in Paris, originally from Sierra Leone. Miss Europe 2020 will be gracing our first front cover, and you can look for that in the first quarter of 2023. Yep. Shout out to my friend Mimi Acosta, MIA Entertainment Group. Make sure you all download the XOD Network app. Shout out to my brother DMP Magazine, Dean Photography. Man, one of the best you ever seen behind the camera. Of course, shout out to all my media sponsors, and that would be headlined by Radio Impact out of LA, and 98.2 The Beat, CB and the Boys representing Phoenix, Las Vegas, and ATL. Also, shout out to my friend She Bananas. She was formerly on the Afternoon Kickback, was the name of her show, but to my knowledge, she has another show that's coming, radio show. So just look out for that. Continue to support her. Then also, shout out to Isaidit Management TV partners, which would be The Boss, with Real Life Matters, representing the Barbados, Canada, and New York tri-state area. XOD, representing the ATL and abroad. They reached 2 billion people streaming worldwide. And of course, lifeandentertainment.com, and that's headlined and CEO founded by my friend Gina Hills, GinaHills.com, and that's Hills with a Z, because she's a zebra. That's what she said. So again, make sure you all visit IsaiditTV.com. You can find more about me. And man, just make sure you support as well. Just Me Magazine. Despite I have my own magazine, I support other magazines as well. Because it's all the way around. And Tony Terry, the gentleman all the way at the top in the upper corner, he's actually been on this show, the legendary singer Tony Terry. So just check the YouTube out. You'll find a whole lot of other great interviews, as we did today again with Miss Yanit Epstein. Such a pleasure. Again, if you would like some spins and you're an artist, hit up my peoples over there at Radio Impact. That's legendary DJ Green Guy and the iconic DJ King Assassin. And these are some of the radio stations that they represent that's under Radio Impact. Yes, sir. And of course, last but not least, shout out to my friend, brand ambassador for Isaidit Management. We're seeking more brand ambassadors anywhere you are in the country, especially outside of the United States. We're more open to that. But yeah, she's actually the first Dutch female MC in hip hop, first Asian MC in hip hop, first lady of ultramagnetic MCs from the Bronx, LJ Wicks. Make sure you all support her at LJ Wicks, or first melanated MC on Instagram. Of course, shout out to my friend Dolores Green. She has her own Shopify store, own store at Angelique Miller's. And make sure you all support her. Look at this information. You can rewind it, pause it, so you can make sure you get all the details how you can reach Dolores Green. And then also make sure you all purchase the book by my friend Denise Donnerson, and that's Through the Eyes of Nitsi. And this is a beautiful, not only beautiful cover, but a beautiful read, an inspirational read, inspired by her late mom. So, man, make sure you all purchase this book and go to Amazon and just look up Denise Donnerson, or look up the title, Through the Eyes of Nitsi. Again, I appreciate everyone's time today. Appreciate your support. Make sure you share this video. And so you can hear the beautiful story, inspirational story of famous music composer, orchestra performer, music composer who studied at the famous Aspen Music Festival and School in Colorado, the one and only Yanit Epstein out of Pennsylvania. So shout out to her. Thank you for her time. Really appreciate her. God bless her. And remember, if anybody asks, I said it. I said it management. I said it TV.com. I said it.mc@gmail.com. Peace and blessings and abundance. I said it.